Okay, so I thought I'd do a bit of work on the Telemaster today. I've just unbolted the neck. I've got a replacement neck to go on. I did have this Squire standard neck, but it's a lot thinner than the original one, so it means it's going to need quite a hefty shim on it. I've also found in my stash this old Squire neck that I've had knocking around. This is 22 frets like the one that's on there, this maple one. I don't really like maple fingerboards, and this has got the gloss finish, which I really don't agree with. It just don't do anything for me. This has got the Tele style headstock, which to be honest I don't really like. I prefer the 70s big headstock. So yeah, I've got this old Squire Strat headstock. This is a Chinese one from around 99. The reason I've had this knocking around for quite a while is it's got a bit of a, don't know if I can pick up on camera, it's got a bit of a bow on it, as you can see. Well, quite a bit of a bow. I may try and bend this out a little bit, but I've had it on a guitar before and it doesn't really cause me too much problems. The only problem you get is the first two strings sort of towards the end of the fingerboard, which, to be fair, I don't really use this part of the neck. I'm more down the bottom onwards. For the rest of the fingerboard, it actually plays pretty fine, considering how twisted it is. And as it's just a sort of beater guitar, I'm not really too bothered, so I'm going to go ahead with this. I've measured it all up. It's exactly the same length as that, so the intonation will sit how it should. So I think I'm going to go ahead with that, and I'm also going to do something else to the headstock. But I thought for now, while we got this apart, I'll have a little quick look inside it, see what the electrics are like. I've said in the previous video, I put a link up to the first video, that I'm going to be changing out these pickups. That's loose. I'm going to keep this bridge set up, definitely needs tightening down. I may change these compensating saddles for roller saddles. But the bridge pickup, I'm going to change it for probably hot rails, and then maybe go with like a P90 on the neck pickup. But judging by how close that is to the edge there, I'll have to come quite low with a P90. Probably have to be about that sort of area. But yeah, we'll take this off and have a little look underneath. I have a feeling I'm going to have to totally rewire this. I think the pots will be pretty shitty. So we'll have a little look underneath. Okay, so I got it all unscrewed. So I don't know why you can see that. So it's a ceramic neck pickup. Try and get it in view. So you've got space in there for a humbucker, which is interesting. Maybe I could get a one of them wide range Telecaster pickups in there, actually, thinking about it. Saves cutting up the body. We'll keep an eye for that. So yeah, that definitely needs changing. Ceramic bridge pickup. Yeah, she looks like a free thickness body. It's got 3 layers to the wood, but at least it's solid sort of wood. It's got a decent weight to that bridge pickup, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be replacing that anyway. And what we got there, what's that say? So we've got a sticker on there, powered by vintage caps from Monster Tone, the home of great guitar tone. What size are we? Don't actually say. I'm guessing this is 16K series. I'm guessing they're 250K pots, but they do look really scrawny, so we'll change them. Pickup selector, not too bad. I may just keep that, but the wiring is really thin, cheap wiring. So what I'll probably do, that capacitor don't look too bad, to be honest. I may May look into that. Don't know what the value is. It's sort of hidden underneath. It says plus 40 decibels. The writing for the size of it is underneath. I can't see. Yeah, I don't know what the value of that is. I don't know if anybody recognises these capacitors, the green ones. Let me know. I may keep that. It does look pretty decent. Okay, so I was reading up on these guitars. They are DWM, as shown on the headstock. It is actually a company in Leicester, England, that makes these. They're made in China. They get shipped over, then all the electronics get put on over here. But yeah, I'll probably keep this bridge set up again. Replace the saddles, change the pickups, change the wiring, change the pots. I'll probably just keep that selector switch. I may stick a 4-way in, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that switch feels pretty decent. Alright, so I'll put it back together and then I'll stick this new neck on. Okay, so I've got the neck on. All fits okay. I put the strings back on. I broke the E string, chinning it out, but these are going to be chucked anyway. So I just wanted to make sure everything intonates okay. It literally is the same measurements as the other neck, which is down here. So yeah, I'm quite happy how that looks. Definitely an improvement. I prefer rosewood over maple, and I don't like when they have the gloss finish to them. So I have an idea, and I'm going to take it apart again. Okay, so for the sake of it, I'll strip the headstock down. I've got some black satin spray paint. This is for cars. What I'm thinking, sand it down, spray the headstock black, make up a decal, a water slide decal, put that in. I won't be doing this today, but I'll be spraying it today. So I'll put the decal on, and then I'll put some clear coat over the top. So fuck it, why not? It's only it's a shitty neck that's bent, but it works. And yeah, if it don't turn out right, it's not a great loss. I can sand it back down. But so what I'm going to do is give it just a quick key into the finish. This is like quite a fine grit sanding pad. So just going to be doing the top of the guitar. Again, I'm not too worried about the finish, if I'm honest. Sort of a bit of a how-to, or how not to. So you just want to give it a rub down so you get something for the paint to bite to. You should really put undercoat on, but I'm not really bothered with this. It should come out alright. Get that logo off. These normally rub off pretty easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly go over it with a bit of white spirit, just to get rid of any oils, silicons that, you know, when you're polishing your guitar with, say, like things like furniture polish. There's silicone in that which paint don't like sticking to. So this just do a quick turn over just to get rid of any of that oily stuff. Should lead to a better finish. Get rid of any dust and any crap that's left on it. You can get these little tack wipes that they use for car painting. They're sort of sticky, and you wipe them over and it gets all the imperfections off. But again, as everybody knows, I don't go for perfection, I go for grunge. This is an old Beta neck, so I ain't too worried, if I'm honest. Okay, so that'll do for now. Let that dry for a minute, and then what I'm going to do is mask all around the edge, try and get it as close to this line as possible, and then I'll tape across just where the rosewood finishes there, and then we'll start painting. I think I'll also just wipe some of this stuff around the edge as well. So I was doing the first coat, the camera sort of crashed, which is a bit of a bummer, but basically what I did, first coat was across a couple of times, and then that way a couple of times, get a nice even coverage. I'm going to let it dry for about an hour. What's it recommend? Well, actually it says 10 to 15 minute intervals, so I'll leave it 10 minutes and I'll give it another coat. Yeah, I'll probably give it about 4 or 5 coats if I'm honest. It looks like it's gone on okay. So I'm just going to let that dry and I'll give it another coat. Okay, so let's give it another coat, give it a good shake. I need to try and get in that truss rod hole, which is a bit of a bugger to get to. Make sure you go around the corners or the edges of the neck. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a minute and then I'll give it another coat, and I'll try and get more inside that truss rod hole. It's a bit of a pain to get to, but we'll let that dry and then we'll give it another coat. Okay, so we're just going to give it another coat. I'm going to try and get into that truss rod hole. I may have to go in with a touch-up pen because I don't think I'm going to get the angle to get in there, but just going to give it a light mist, just slowly build the layers up. Starting to get pretty thick now. We'll leave it for that one and just give it loads of thin coats now. You don't want to go too close in, too heavy, because you will get runs. But yeah, we'll leave that now, let it dry another 10 minutes and give it another coat. So going to give it one last coat, I reckon. I think we're pretty good there. And I'll try and get some more in that truss rod hole, but not holding much hope on that. Yeah, I can't really get in there. I'll have to touch it up after, that'll be fine. Yep, I think we're done. That'll do. So what I'll do, I'll let that dry. Take a good 24 hours or so to fully cure. I'll try and sort out a decal for it. And I'll show you how to apply water slide decals. They're pretty easy, to be honest. And then once I've got that on, I'll go over with a clear coat just to seal it all in. So yeah, progress so far on a Telemaster. Not a lot in terms of the actual pickups and whatever. I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to sort of buy used stuff if I can. So the longer I sort of hold out for cheaper stuff, you know, it'll be less in the long run. So I'm going to hold out, find some pickups, stick some new pots in it. So yeah, the neck's got a bit of a twist in it, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's definitely playable. It just affects the just sort of the top towards the where it joins the body. So yeah, it's not a biggie. But yeah, once we get it all sort of painted, get all the new hardware in, and hopefully she'll sound a lot better than it does now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Meat Manifesto, and watch out for more with the Telemaster build. So thanks for watching. See you all soon. Peace.